Of course, we stopped by GM5 this past weekend for week 2 of GM5 action. So shout out to TP and GM5 for having us one more time. It was fun, a lot of great games. As usual, we're going to give a little spiel, a little recap of how week 2 of GM5 went. We're going to do our power rankings. We're going to show our top performers and all that good stuff. So the first thing we're going to start off with is the results. 5 games of action in GM5 week 2 at the Crooms Academy. We had the City Ballers who defeated Ojon Roofing 61-59. It was actually a game winner by Kenny Long.
Walked in.
Yep.
We thought Ojon was not even going to be close. We thought Ojon was going to have a terrible game this
Really? I don't
this
remember
week.
that.
Yeah, we voted City Ballers like overwhelmingly.
Oh, for real? I don't remember. I don't remember talking about point differential, but yeah, I definitely did have them losing this game for sure. City Ballers and Ojon Roofing, they had a close game all the way throughout. No crazy mishaps like last time where they had 6 people on the court twice in one game. I'm sorry, Nick. I had to.
The team was actually very.
Yeah, the owner of the team was there. He was not happy with the results. But Kenny Long, player for the Claremont Crocs, who just went to the finals in the FBA, a.k.a. the Chef, had a runner or a running. It was kind of like a floor, like a runner, right? I think that's
Like
what you would
LeBron?
call it, like a runner. It was a,
LeBron-esque, like kind of.
that was like a push shot. It was like a runner push shot. It was like a good shot in transition at the buzzer, and City Ballers took the game by 2. Game Time Elite, who were the favorites to win this game, in my opinion, as well, even though somebody over here disagreed.
Park Legends, sign up next week, man. I won't be there, but come on.
Yeah, Game Time Elite now has the current record for most points in this current season. Last week it was City Ballers. I think they had 81. Game Time has now the highest scoring game with 89. They beat Park Legends, who only had 70. It was a very decisive win, as I expected. I do believe Game Time is the only team that can give on the bench a run for their money. From a basketball perspective, I would put my money on Game Time. I believe basketball beats talent every time. So if they match up in the playoffs and the finals, I think Game Time takes it. That's my personal opinion.
What does that mean? Basketball beats talent.
Like playing the game the right way.
Okay.
Playing the game the right way, playing with IQ, playing
I had
together.
to make sure. I was kind of confused.
Yeah, just playing the game the right way. Playing basketball will always beat actually just using your talent. And no offense to the players on the bench at the end of the day, but you know it's a heavy talent oriented team. And I would put my money on Game Time, but we'll get to that whenever it happens.
Shout out Luke again.
Speaking of, yeah, Luke Doyle, goddamn, bro, golly, that man got a torch on him. Jesus Christ,
Bro, the real human torch.
Luke Doyle got a torch on him. Golly, bro. First half, he had 6 threes, bro. And then he came into the second, bro. He was just pulling up.
Bro,
Like, no hesitation.
He's at home, bro.
Golly, I found out he went to Stetson University, so shout out Volusia County.
Shout out to Land.
To kind of go on Nas, like, the thing about that team is, like, Rod wasn't even playing.
Yeah, Rod wasn't even there.
He didn't come to, like, that second half of the game. So it's like that team, just with Luke alone, could probably fucking win them.
And you saw Roderick
and
almost led the
haven't
league in points last season,
They
or
didn't have their
last
starting point guard.
week.
Yeah,
They had their starting point guard. And
Enrique
had a horrible game.
And Enrique hasn't even showed up yet, bro.
This is
I forgot Enrique's.
Yes, Enrique's on their roster. I don't know if he's going to end up showing up or not, but they don't even have Enrique yet. He's on their roster, I believe. I'll double check just to make sure, but I think he should still be on their roster. But to that point, on the bench, defeated Team Swift 69-57. Team Swift starts the season 0-2, same as OJR. The Enforcers lose to Count Up 35-40. Count Up winning that game.
This is where we went back and forth because last week I think you said the Enforcers and then he said Count Up.
No, at the end I switched up to Count Up. Yeah, after thinking about it, I at the end of that, I
same
ended
way
up
that you
switching
did it
up.
with the Raptors earlier.
well, Count Up did what they had to do. Those Volusia boys, I mean,
Yeah, they played
still
good.
haven't cracked 50 points yet, but yeah, their team.
They don't really have a go-to guy. It doesn't seem like.
But they play good defense, and a lot of their games are very messy. They're very like scrappy games, so they're always
Because they're holding the other teams at low points
No,
every time.
they play
Last
good
season,
defense.
last game too.
Yeah, it was a decent game though, pretty fun. And then last but not least, we have Worldwide getting their first win of the season versus UGK. UGK was missing Liam Davis, one of their best players, so that was a big hit for them, unfortunately. And now we got, what, 1, 2, 3 undefeated teams left in GM5. We're going to see who's going to take that first loss. If I'm predicting it, I'm going to say, without looking at the schedule, I'm going to say City Ballers takes a loss before game time and on the bench does. That's my personal opinion. What do you guys think?
All the way?
Oh, yes, I was 5 for 5. I was 5 for 5 on the parlay. So hit up Nas for your GM5 parlay. You want to get a 5 for 5, man? Hit me up, man. I'm starting a group chat. TP, let me know if you're gonna okay it, man. I'm gonna start a group chat. We're gonna do a little GM5 parlay, man, for free, of course. We're not gonna take no money from nobody. We know that's
but we
illegal.
do accept donations.
All right,
Yo,
Trump,
Nas
Biden,
is,
whoever's in
asshole.
charge, whoever's in charge of the White House right now. I don't know. I forgot. Haven't been keeping track. We're not trying to.
Now I was about to get the IRS audit.
We're not trying to do anything illegal, but just for fun, get some picks in, see who can predict these games the best. But moving on, we're gonna do our top performers. I had the rankings on my list first, but top performers makes more sense. Let me do. This should be, yeah, of course. Golly, I wonder if I click his name, will it show me his last game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Does it show 3-point field goals? They don't have. Oh yeah, they haven't done the stats just yet. All right, so that's fine. But Luke Dahl was the leading scorer of the day with 28 points, primarily threes. I think only threes. I think he hit some free throws, right? Because mathematically he would have to hit free throws, right?
No,
Yeah.
3 times 7.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh yeah, he hit 7 threes. Yep, but I think he did hit free throws though, didn't he? Yeah, he got fouled. Remember from 3 in the corner,
And
and he hit them. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
he'd have to hit 4.
No, he hit all 3.
Oh yeah, 3.
Isn't
Yeah, it's 3 threes.
3
I'm trying to do
times?
the math.
Yeah.
Times 3.
Yeah, 3 times 7. That's
Sometimes
28,
he's
right?
28.
28, yeah. So he hit all 3 free throws, yeah.
Man, sorry.
No, 7 times 3 is 21.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry, Ms. Lipinski.
So that was our top performer in regards to points. Stats have not been updated just yet when it comes to rebounds and everything else, so we do not have any top performers for that. But shout out to Luke Dahl, man. Shout out to Volusia County Stetson University. You definitely breed a real one out of that school because that man was going
And they're known
crazy.
for baseball.
Yeah.
They went to a tournament this year.
GM5, another great product that they put out. I mean, they make you feel welcomed and they let me shoot during every quarter at break. I'm trying to get my GM5 contract, and I will be joining. That would be my hot take. That's what I'm gonna do on my off season. I'm gonna go work for another man.
Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna try out for the combine. I encourage everybody to do it, man. Listen, if you're an athlete, the level of competition there, we're playing for nothing but a Saturday pride. So it's fun, it's intense, and I'm gonna get myself in there and get in shape. And,
Pride's more than enough, though.
yeah,
People go to war over that.
listen, I'm gonna have that burner too. I'm coming for loot.
All right, my money's on Pluto, man. But
I believe in you.
The moment everybody has been waiting for, my GM5 power rankings. I know y'all like to talk a lot of shit about how I decide this, but listen, I go there and I watch the game, so y'all can't say I'm
Literally
just
all 5 games.
right. Exactly. So y'all can't say shit because I'm really watching y'all hoop and y'all trash for real. So I don't know why y'all talking.
Oh man.
So let's talk about number 1 on my list.
Not
I
what we ran
have.
up on.
For real.
I have game time. Yes, indeed. I have game time going up to number 1 on my power rankings from 3. There were 3 last week. They are number 1 right now. Unfortunately, I have on the bench dropping to number 2. They were number 1 on my list last week. City Ballers is going up to 3 from 4. So they went up 1 spot. Park Legends dropped 2 spots to number 4, going from number 2 to number 4. The Enforcers and Worldwide stayed steady at 5 and 6. I couldn't find enough reasons to convince myself to swap them. Even though the Enforcers lost and Worldwide won, I didn't feel like the performances in the games really told much of a story. Worldwide was also missing AJ, so they could have probably won that game a lot easier. Even if UGK had Liam, I think AJ probably impacts the game more than Liam. And I believe Liam's a great player, though, so that's not what I'm trying to say. I think, AJ's like a two-way player. So those of you who know AJ, he's a two-way player. He's a pro's pro. Liam's a pro, too. from an impact perspective, I just see AJ impacting the game more. So I think there wasn't enough in that game. Nobody had their best player. You could argue Zuldo is UGK's best player, though. But I guess you guys tell me in the comments. If you're watching this, tell me in the comments. Who's UGK's best player? Is it Liam Davis or is it Zuldo? Or is it somebody that maybe I might be forgetting or hasn't had a chance to shine so far in 2 weeks of action? You guys let me know. I think Liam might be the best player, but I could be convinced it's Zuldo. It could be Zuldo. He's a bucket. I got Count Up going from number 9 all the way up to number 7 on my list. I got UGK dropping from 7 all the way down to 8, which is just one spot. I don't know why I made it seem like it was more.
All the way down.
It's just one spot. Now, somebody who did make a rise is OJR. Believe it or not, I have them up one spot from number 10. OJR is number 9 now because at least they lost a game to a game winner, not because they were being stupid. And then Team Swift went from number 9 to number 10. Team Swift is, I'll have to say, just not impressive. I don't see anything about them that stands out. Maybe they'll catch their stride later in the season.
They're a bigger team.
They are. They have some size on them. They have good players, but I don't know. So far, I just haven't been impressed. So I think that's why I put them under OJR in this situation. They've also lost both their games by double digits, even though they have played some of the top teams. So I guess that plays a role. But at the end of the day, you got to compete. You know
This week is where it really matters, though. They're playing against that mid-tier team.
Yeah, this week's going to be fun. But that's my power ranking. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I know y'all going to be watching. Let me know in the comment section if this was legit.
Run up on Nas, not us.
Or if this was trash.
Yeah, please.
More than likely, I think we're not going to be there either. So, yeah, Nas has a week to prepare, get a black belt, everything else.
Yeah, I'm going to take a week off and then do some self-defense classes, and then I'll be back. But let me know in the comment section if you think this list was legit or if you think it was trash. I think it's pretty legit. I was there. I watched all the games every single second. I wasn't even on my phone this time. But let me finish off my GM5 talk with the predictions for next week. This Saturday coming up, we have Game Time Elite in the first game versus the Enforcers.
GME.
You got GME?
Me too.
GTE.
Sorry.
GTE. You got Game Time. Of course, I got Game Time as well. What's the point differential? What you think?
I think 15
I think
calling
it
it.
ends
I'm calling it. Go ahead.
76, 50, 59.
I don't know about the exact score, but I got Game Time winning that game by a minimum of 25.
I got 76, 59. We'll call that right now.
Vic, if you got something to say about it, hit me up in the comments, man. Count Up versus City Ballers. This is tough. I like the way City Ballers is trending.
Kind of keeps it really low every game they played so far.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Count Up
I am.
just yet.
It's a lot of grinded out basketball. They play real slow. They look for their spots.
You think it's going to be a low-scoring game?
Who do you got?
I think City Ballers is. It's a gap between talent there.
You think City Ballers doesn't have talent?
No, I think City Ballers has got more talent.
Well,
Do you think either team scores over 60?
No, I don't think that. I think the count up has kept every game real close and real rugged. But I still got City Ballers. I mean,
you got City Ballers?
Me too.
Who you got City Ballers? Just because I'm not all the way familiar with Count Up just yet, I just don't know what to think about their game. I think I need to see more games. So I'm going to go with City Ballers. I think City Ballers starts the season 3-0. I think this is, out of the undefeated teams, they're the most likely to lose. Sorry, TP, but that comes to you next. On the bench versus Park Legends. I do think On the Bench takes this win. At the end of the day, it depends on who shows up. On the bench does have a lot of guys who are busy and got a lot of things going on in their lives, so it depends on who shows up. But even with some of their top players not showing up this last weekend, they still won. So
Luke Gubbs there.
I got On the Bench. What do you guys have?
On the bench. I got on the bench winning by 9.
I mean, this is a pivotal game for TP's team that I want to get drafted by. But, yeah,
Quick little plug.
I got on the bench. I got on the bench.
Yeah, I think giving up a 19-point deficit versus Game Time, I think they're going to give another double-digit deficit here. I think it's at least a 12-point loss here. Ojon Roofing, versus Underground Kings, which I believe they're going to make the game of the week. 2 undefeated teams fighting for their first win of the season. I think If Liam shows up, it's interesting.
I got Ojon Roofing. I trust Nick.
I have Ojon Roofing. Danny Moe showed up last weekend. He's a good player for them. Bo Paul is a defending champion in the FBA. Jermaine Johnson, of course, is a Volusia County Serpent. I think they have the talent to win.
He's sticking with the team?
Yeah, Jermaine Johnson is still on Ojon Roofing. I guess there was some false information being spread
I got OJR
about him leaving. So I got OJR beating Underground Kings there. UGK. What do you got, Pluto?
I got OJR. I'm not going to even take
Unanimous. And then last but not least, we got Team Swift versus Worldwide. If AJ shows up, I think that's an easy win. Without AJ, I still think they win regardless. Yeah, it's not the same team, but I still think they win regardless. Team Swift just isn't impressive to me just yet.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, Park Legends was missing a pivotal player as well. They were missing their left-handed guy. Just kind of get off the bounce and stuff like that. But
yeah, I think defensively, Game Time would still lock that up.
We'll see. But Team Swift, I got Worldwide.
I got Worldwide as
Even
well.
without AJ, I got Worldwide.
Yeah, I got Worldwide. I think without AJ, it's interesting to see what Team Swift is able to put together. But even without AJ, maybe. But I'm going to assume he's going to be there, so I got Worldwide. They also got Bentley and they got Milt. They got a tough squad. So if everybody shows up, that should be a double-digit win as well. So that's our predictions for Week 3 of GM5. Unfortunately, we will not be able to be there this weekend. We got a lot going on, so we'll catch the games. We'll catch the replays before we talk any shit next week. We'll make sure to watch every game to make sure we know what we're talking about. But
And when we come back, I'll be there as well, which is very important.
if y'all haven't already, man, make sure y'all follow GM5 League on Instagram. Make sure you go subscribe to your YouTube channel and go give Hidden Sound Media some love, man. They do all the recording and they do all the content for the GM5 League. Shout out to GM5, man. That's our predictions.